Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back for our final episode as we trek through the past and look at what Curse of Naxxramas was all about, the first expansion, now that we have seen the second expansion. And why we really didn't like this that much, why it didn't really give us much, and this has really just been a complaint fest, and I think you'll see it. You've gotten 4 episodes. This is the last episode. Sorry you had to struggle through it, but I had to struggle through this in real life, so I'm gonna make you suffer too. Alright, so last layer. Only 2 characters. Frostwind layer with...
My massive frostworm awaits. Dress warm.
Alright, so Saphirion guards Kel'Thuzad's lair, being bounded. So, was Naxxramas ever a person? I think it is, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's just like a realm. See, I don't even know. Kel'Thuzad's the last person we fight, I know that much. Destroy all enemies that aren't frozen. Destroy all enemies that aren't frozen. What? Let's just get in here on the easy and see what it's about.
Jaina versus Saffron.
You asked for it.
So it gives you to start off with.
Look at that little gnome. He used to be an interloper like yourself.
So you get this frozen champion who's permanently frozen. Adjacent minions are immune to frost breath. So no character ever does frost breath, and because of that, this frozen champion never comes into play in the real game. You can't get him. I mean, he might actually have some use being permanently frozen. Change the wording a little bit here so that it says adjacent people are frozen and unfrozen when it's frozen when it's not your turn. Or frozen at the end of your turn. See, you could do that. So it's a 30 on 30 fight with this strange concession. Let's see what it's like on the heroic, the hard mode. Way too hard mode. Playing through this probably added to my overall just frustration with Hearthstone. I still play it. I still love it, but man, can it be frustrating sometimes. Alright. And they know. Look, they say heroic bosses are extremely difficult. They may require many attempts and multiple deck revisions to defeat. So, they kind of know that, but that's really more of an excuse than an explanation. Just don't make them that
Jaina
difficult.
versus Saffron.
Don't have to. That's too hard. This is supposed to be a video game, not a
You asked
championship level puzzle. Okay, so here's the difference. Now it's a 45 guy. Frost Breath is here, but there's no way to make him immune. Frozen champion here is missing. So how are you gonna do that? See, destroy all enemy minions. See, they're not even playing fair. It's like, we'll destroy all the enemy minions. We'll leave your minions alone.
Job's done.
But you could balance that out. You could have a frost breath. Just destroy all creatures that aren't frozen. Shade of Naxxramas is one card that actually did make it out. You can play as it, it is pretty good. So let's play this, and then play this. For no mana, he's just gonna do this and kill it. Totally unfair. I don't even know how you would fix this. You would just have to have a deck designed to just pour damage into him. Take control of enemies, I suppose, a lot. If we just were always taking control of his enemies, take Shade of Naxxramas and bring him to your side, attack the face, let the thing kill him. Skeletal Smith, I think, is a card you can play. I think. Doesn't seem that overpowered. Destroy your opponent's weapon on a death rattle. But go ahead and bring Stalag out. You could get cards that are immune to cannot be targeted by a spell, a hero spell, but that still wouldn't save them. It shouldn't. It's not targeting. So that's the one fight, one of two fights on the first one, and let's see Kel'Thuzul here.
This next fight will not be easy. I hear the boss is all powerful and very handsome.
So is Kel'Thuzul here supposed to be the guy who's been talking to us? Probably, but he looks awfully different in this picture than he has been in that. So deal 2 damage to the enemy hero and freeze it. For 0 mana, that's ridiculous. For 5 mana, 6 mana maybe, that would be fine. Be a fine addition to get more than these 9 guys as characters that are playable.
Jaina versus Kel'Thuzul.
We finally meet.
You asked for it.
I most certainly did not. You barged into my floating necropolis.
So he has custom responses to each of the start things. This guy actually talks back to you like he actually knows what you're saying.
Hello.
Do you often greet people who are trying to kill you?
Well played.
Cha, of course I played well. I'm Kel'Thuzul freaking Zod.
Thank you.
You're welcome?
I'm sorry.
It's okay, Interloper. We all make mistakes.
Whoops.
Indeed.
My magic will tear you apart.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Okay, so custom response with Kel'Thuzul. No real custom responses for any of those. They would just say that one catchphrase. But that's pretty cool. That
My patience is limited.
I'm not sure if the string would ever come out here on this run either. So he's got 10 armor and 30 on easy. And the Frost Blast for 0 mana. Now, before I go try him on Hero, I just want to jump in here.
Victory for Kel'Thuzul! Did you hear that, Bigglesworth?
Bigglesworth is his cat. So I just want to choose him, and we're just going to go down each of our heroes and see what he responds to it. And we'll stop if it sounds like he's just saying the same thing over again.
Garrosh versus Kel'Thuzad!
We finally meet. Victory or death? Really? Death it is then.
Alright. So that's all I wanted to see.
Give me a K. Give me a T. What's that spell?
Spells KT, by the way. You need some more letters in there.
Uther versus Kel'Thuzad!
We finally meet.
I will fight with honor.
And I will fight with huge minions and devastating spells. Good luck.
The victory
I just completed a quest to destroy an interloper. 40 gold, yes.
So we're just gonna have fun with this and pull out all his responses. Might as well. I haven't actually seen all these myself, since I only played as probably the mage for any of these fights.
Gul'dan versus
My mage deck was
Kel'Thuzad!
the only good deck I had.
We finally meet. Your soul shall be mine. Well, someone's soul shall be someone's. Victory tastes so sweet. Like a milkshake. No, maybe more like a bar of chocolate.
And as you see, it says Kel'Thuzad doesn't play fair. We will see that for sure. He cheats like crazy. The other guys sorta cheated and were overpowered. Kel'Thuzad just cheats.
Thrall versus Kel'Thuzad!
We finally meet. For Doomhammer. You're fighting for a hammer. Okay then.
I think Doomhammer is like a region or a mountain.
You win. My power is overwhelming, and yet I did not die horribly at the end of the turn.
Got enough custom insults at the end of each of these fights that we still haven't run into a duplicate.
Rexxar versus Kel'Thuzad!
We finally meet. Let the hunt begin. Be my guest.
Alright, so I just want to go here for a second and do the
Greetings, traveler. Do you often greet people who are trying to kill you?
so it's not like he's gonna change the responses here.
you down. Oh, I'm so scared.
It's just a generic response to a generic threat, and that's true for all of them. So sometimes it doesn't make 100% sense when you say something.
Fought. Victory for Kel'Thuzad! Did you hear that, Bigglesworth?
Okay, so we're now into the cycling back. He only has about 6 different responses. No, but they probably did plan for you to lose 6 times.
Malfurion versus
Although it probably
Healthazar.
took me more than 6 times to beat this guy.
We
tough.
finally meet.
I must protect the wild.
The wild? Then what are you doing in Naxxramas?
Naxxramas. I don't pronounce
I
it
can
right
see.
at all. So he didn't say anything that time. Or maybe I hit the button too fast. 2 more. I know this is kind
Anduin
of slow.
versus Healthazar.
We finally meet.
The light shall bring victory.
How naive. Don't you remember what happened to Uther?
You have better.
Give me a K! Give me a T! What's that spell?
I have no idea what happened to Uther. I don't know what they're referring to. One last one. And then we'll go try him on heroic and lose very, very quickly. Almost.
Valir versus Healthazar.
We finally meet.
Watch your back.
Okay, I will.
He's making fun of her slow speech.
I
I just completed a quest to destroy an interloper. 40 gold, yes.
So that's all the intro responses, which they spent some time recording all of that. That's pretty cool. And then of course everything is in multiple languages, so they probably spent some time in multiple languages recording that. Kel'Thuzad is going to deal 3 damage to the enemy hero and freeze it. Let's try this for real now. We're not gonna get anywhere. But
Jaina versus Healthazar.
you will see a real fight with him though.
You asked for
Promise
it.
that.
I most certainly did not. You barged into my floating necropolis.
So 45 health with 20 armor, deals 3 damage and freezes it.
I will freeze the blood in your veins.
Job's done.
So he's gonna definitely defeat me pretty fast
Job's done.
with his freezing ability.
Naxxramas is all. Naxxramas is all.
So I probably want to pull this guy out at the right time. And timing's going to be pretty critical to get the shade of Naxxramas to actually be Alright, so play this,
Master of magics.
and then play this. And then attack this.
Stand ready.
Vaporization commencing!
Still got 13 more. Just getting them down to
Vaporization commencing!
get rid of all his shields. Taking all my effort.
What we do.
Let's see. This, to do this, to do that.
Job done.
Two more turns. So he always plays the Twisted Nether on the 8th turn. Every single time. That's one of the consistent things he does. There's basically two things he does, but I didn't even get to that because I couldn't get his shield down. So that was pretty...
Victory tastes so sweet. Like a milkshake. No, maybe more like a bar of chocolate.
So that's a pretty difficult fight. I mean, of course the boss is gonna be hard. Let's try it now. Last guy that was unlocked on these challenges, what are these called again? Class challenges, where they give you special decks specifically designed to teach you some kind of strategy against the enemy. Now, I guess you could go in here and play these first. I don't think you could though. I think you had to beat it on the normal first before the class challenge would unlock. That was probably a mistake if that's true. When you did do the class challenges, you got another card. So there was reason to do the class challenges on top of just generally learning, which was really kind of helpful.
Uther versus Hearthstone!
We finally meet.
I will fight with honor.
And I will fight with huge minions and devastating spells. Good luck. I will freeze the blood in your veins.
So 10 armor, 30 life, and it really seems like they're just gonna give me echoing ooze for 30 cards. I guess they're not. Thought they might.
Job's done.
Reporting for duty.
Is it important to kill this
Job's
guy?
done.
Probably a little bit. So we'll have to think about that. dealing only 2 damage is not as bad.
For the Lich King!
Costing 0 mana is not fair.
Follow the rule.
So we want to just get rid of these guys.
To battle!
I will have done.
Whenever you summon a minion, give it +1/+1. That'll be interesting. Should have played this before I played all these slimes. Now remember, on the 8th turn, he's gonna play that card and get rid of all my characters. So, I need to remember that.
Reporting for duty. Last warning.
Zombie chat.
Job's done.
I played that out of order. I should have played this, then played that.
For the Lich King!
Spectral Knight. I do believe Spectral Knight is one of the cards
Follow the rule.
that did get allowed. Alright, now let's play this first, and then so the reason we want to play this first is because it's going to
To battle!
end our turn.
Last warning.
Get rid of his armor, I believe.
No! Your turn is over! My turn now!
So,
Be free, my minion!
cheating like crazy, you ended your turn. He now has an 8 mana ability called Chains that takes control of a random enemy until the end of the turn. And he summoned these 3/3 creatures. And some other things. Alright. Now, what do I want to...
My patience is limited.
Just gonna end the turn because on the 8th turn you should play that card.
The damned stand ready.
Why did you not play the card? No idea. So definitely want to play this. And give him a super amount of health.
For the crusade!
Last warning.
So he has enough to defeat me though. I mean, he has enough. Kill this guy.
Some still
the pain speak to me.
My power is overwhelming, and yet I did not die horribly at the end of the turn.
So since this is the boss, let's do him one more time, and then we'll call it the end of the episode. Maybe we'll even do him another time after this. I really would like to show you
Uther versus
defeating the boss.
Balthazar.
We finally meet.
I will fight with honor.
And I will fight with huge minions and devastating spells. Good luck.
I should have played this.
I will freeze the blood in your veins.
Reporting for
Job
duty.
done.
So you need to be strategic here about when you get rid of his 10th shield, or whenever you get rid of his shield in general. So, the side effect of that card should be that both of those
To
now
battle!
will draw a card every time they attack.
Job done.
Should be. Yep. So I'll get really good amount of extra cards. So put an avenge here, and then
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
that's probably a waste to play that card.
To battle!
Can't play the same secret twice.
To battle!
Job's done.
What we do.
So, just pump this guy up.
Reporting for duty. To battle!
Let's end the turn there. Let's see.
Follow the rule.
Job's done.
Just trying real hard to keep my guy from fighting. Just trying real hard.
Job's done.
But I keep pumping this guy up. I mean, he could take him out in 2 turns.
For the Lich King!
Naxxramas is ours.
Alright.
Justice.
7 health. 6 health, whatever.
To battle!
Job's done.
So we can see the strategy here. We pump this guy up. Super
For the
powerful.
Lich King!
And he still hasn't played that card. He does play it in the normal one, I guess he just doesn't do it. Let's see. So I want to summon this, and summon this, and for 1 durability, it'll give him a +1/+1. And then I want to play this, so I get 1 more card, and then I'll do this.
Reporting for duty.
Now,
To battle!
just attack the face.
No! Your turn is over!
Cheater!
Turn now!
Doesn't matter, it's still counted.
Be free, my minions!
Still counted. He's got 14. Oh no, man. I might be in trouble. I might be in big trouble.
He's bound to me now.
Oh man. Wow. What cheaterness. I mean, I did all that work.
For Kel'Thuzad! Did you hear that, Bigglesworth?
Talk about cheateriness. So let's give Kel'Thuzad on easy 1 last try. We'll just play with our mage. But yeah, I would have won there if he hadn't cheated. Cheater pumpkin eater.
versus Hearthstone.
We finally meet.
You asked for it.
I most certainly did not! You barged into my floating necropolis!
So what is my deck, my generalized deck for fighting regular people gonna do for this very specialized cheating fight? Not gonna do a lot. We wanna get him down pretty much to 1 armor. And we wanna pump somebody up to like over 31.
Freeze the blood in
And
your
then 1
veins.
attack to kill him would be nice. But I don't have enough
Job done.
spells in here to pump up somebody to over 31. No way. Not my mage deck, not any of my decks really. Because that's not a real strategy that would actually work in the real world. I don't know what Skeletal Smith, if it actually did come about. If you could play it. We'll look at that at the end. We'll
Job's
go
done.
through the Naxxramas that, once again, just take a quick look and show you all the cards you can play, and then think over the past 5 episodes of crazy cards you've seen that we can't play. Probably should save all my
Job's
spells.
done.
If I was gonna play spell, I should save like every spell that can hit him till the end.
Naxxramas is on.
Now, if I can get Thaddeus out, that'd only be a couple turns. Let's see.
Lead you to master.
Job's done.
For the Lich King!
Spectral Knight. I think you can play Spectral Knight. Yeah, Spectral Knight's a character. Let's see.
Handle it! For master! No! Your turn is over! My turn now!
So the earlier you get him to this,
My minions!
the longer it's gonna take before he can use it.
Let the pain speak to me.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Wait. There's Starlog.
For the Lich King!
Yep, not feeling like I'm gonna be able to pull this one off. Let's see if I do this,
I'm not
and then
ready!
do this.
I live.
Job's done.
Well, that stalls for one more turn.
What we do.
The damned stand ready.
So let's see.
Crush! No! Smash!
Behold the might of Storm
Job's
Wind!
done.
Zombie child's out there. So let's bring this guy out.
Crush you!
Job's done.
So we pretty much lost. And we could do it over and over again. Kel'Thuzul definitely took me many tries.
Give me a K!
Or
Give me a
Kel'Thuzon,
P! What's that
however you
spell?
pronounce his name. So, and that's why we have not gotten any of these, and probably won't ever even bother to get any of these done. It's not even a matter of, oh, it would just take me like 10 tries. It would take me like 20 tries and making custom decks, just really thinking about their strategy. And that's pretty much what Naxxramas was. Very very kind of blah solo adventures which shouldn't even exist in this game. Take a quick look here again at what cards. Think back to all the cards you saw, including soulbound cards. That all the cards you saw that were played in the past 5 episodes. So you got one card for each guy. One for Druid, one for Hunter, one for Mage, one for Paladin, one for Priest, one for Rogue, one for Shaman, one for Warlock, and one for Warrior. And let's see. These are the, including Soulbound cards that we were allowed to take with us into the real game. Let's see. Baron Riverdale. This was one of the 4 horsemen, but now his card is different and does something different. Lethob is different and does something different. Let's go back and see if any of these others were. Bosses. No. And that's it. 12 pages. Are we in crafting mode? Yep, we were in crafting mode. So, yeah. Kel'Thuzad. So which ones? Maxina was the boss. Kel'Thuzad was the boss. You can have Spectral Knight, but you can't have any of those other spectral cards. There were 2 other spectral cards, and they just took them out. They never let you have them. See, let's look at gold cards, just in case. Just in case there's like gold versions of cards that we're not allowed to have. No, it stops right at the same page 12. So, that's not true either. We could craft these Naxxramas gold versions if we were just rolling in dust. If you see somebody with all Naxxramas gold versions, they may have too much dust on their hands. So there was just tons of cards that came in for some reason. Elite Turan Chieftain, awarded at BlizzCon 2013. So I could, I guess, craft that. Maybe I can't even craft it. Maybe you would have had to go on to BlizzCon. No, you can craft it. You just can't get the, just can't get it gold. Soulbound, and then the Gelbin Make-a-Torque summon an awesome invention. This was rewarded to players who helped test the store during the beta. So, I guess that's the only 2 promo cards that they've even shown at all. Reward set. Well, we've gotten this one for getting all of the quest rewards cannot be disenchanted. You got this for getting all the Murlocs. And you unlocked when you have all the pirates from the expert set. Nice. So we now know what cards are there. So it's just Murloc and pirates at the moment. I'd like to see more reward sets. That would be nice. And now, let us go and show you, once again, why Goblins and Gnomes was done right, and why Naxxramas is now, in retrospect, even worse. It wasn't too bad when we didn't have it Goblins versus Gnomes to compare it to, but they just did it so much better. It feels like a totally different team. So let's just quickly look at all these cards. All the cards that came out. It's like 8 cards for each character, sometimes 9 cards for each character. And then page 12 would be, Kel'Thuzad was right here. That was the page 12, and there was only one on each of these pages. So severely more, a lot more cards. And it keeps going. Look at all these cards. Why can't they go back and make good on Naxxramas, Naxxramas? Bring those bad guys so we can play as them. Make them balanced so we can play as them. Come back and let us play all those cards you've already made. You've done half the work already. Just balance it. Just find a way so it's somewhat balanced so we can play it. I'm looking forward to the next expansion. I would also like them to fix Naxxramas because it's now just this hanging albatross around their neck of just, this is not what you want to do. Definitely not what you want to do. Anyways, that's it for Naxxramas with our look back. 5 episodes. Sorry if this was kind of long, but since I'd never recorded it before, might as well show you. We will get back to doing quests and such and playing regular from now on. There's nothing more to really look back at. Yeah, we're never going to go do like the practice runs. We will be doing an arena run more than likely next episode. We will be trying to get our wins up, trying to get all of these guys to 60. I would love if they would fix that. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I want them to hand me like 1,000 gold when I get this mage to 60 for all the work I put in it. This is about 1.5 years worth of work. And nobody else is even at 30. Rogue here is almost at 30. Mage, I had to put most of the work in. Total levels. When I get to level 300 of total levels, I want like another 1,000 gold. And maybe 1,000's too little. And I don't care if it's really gold or if it's just you're gonna hand me a bunch of packs. But I think I deserve something for all the work I put into this. I mean, it's been a lot of work. So yeah, goblins versus gnomes. Compared to Naxxramas. If you're rolling gold, sure, play Naxxramas. You want to get Stalag and Fugan still, and that's the only way you could do it. But you know, it's not the greatest. But they learned. They got better. So this is in retrospect. It's like, of course their first attempt wasn't that good, and I'm looking at it from retrospect to their second attempt. I was not anywhere as negative on it as I was when it first came out, because it was something new at least, and it added a little bit, not a lot, but there's still some stuff they need to add. I want more characters. I want at least 9 more characters that are balanced well and can play against this. That would bring so much life to the game. If we just had 9 more guys, and you've already made like 15 of them in the Naxxramas set, so just have them be the new characters. Use that work. I want more cards, sorta, but not at the moment. Everybody's just getting used to the new cards of Goblins vs. Gnomes, so that's not really a big issue. But more characters would be awesome. Maybe some more play styles. So, question, why can't we do tournaments at all? Why are there not many tournaments other than just ranked play? Question, why can't you do when you're playing with friends tournaments, bracketed tournaments? Why can't you do a 9 character tournament where everybody has to play as 9 characters with 9 random decks? You don't even see the decks before you start playing them. All kinds of stuff you could add to make this game a little bit more varied, a little bit more interesting. Right here, tournaments. Should say tournaments right there. But I'll stop complaining, because that's mostly all I'm doing is just griping. Sorry about that. And leave you, as always, like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of the video. All of that helps out. Have a good evening.